Captain, before we step onto this work and direction island, tell me, what does career make you feel when it means the long path of a person's working life, progress through a field or profession, and a way of moving forward strongly and quickly in a certain direction? Meaning 1. The long path of a person's working life, used for the full course of someone's jobs, work, and professional life over time. Example: her career at sea began with a small training boat near the harbor. Common use: start a career. Career choice: long career. Start your career. Meaning 2. Progress and development in a profession or field, used for how someone grows, advances, and builds success in one area of work. Example: patience and discipline helped his career in navigation grow steadily. Common use: career growth, career path, career success. Career growth. Meaning 3. To move forward quickly and strongly in a certain direction, used more rarely as a verb for something rushing ahead with force and speed. Example: the cart careered down the steep road after the rope snapped. Common use: career down a hill, career forward, career out of control. Career out of control. Career most commonly means the long course of a person's working life or their progress in a profession. There is also a less common verb use where something careers forward quickly and often dangerously. Choose your direction with patience and courage, Captain. Carry career for the long road of working life, for the steady growth that builds a profession, and for the rare, fierce movement that rushes forward without pause as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this number and importance island, tell me, what does count make you feel when it means to calculate how many there are, to matter or have value, and an official total or charge in a legal or formal sense? Meaning 1. To calculate how many there are, used when someone adds items one by one to know the total number. Example: they counted the ropes carefully before leaving the harbor. Common use: count the people, count the coins, count from 1 to 10. Count every rope. Meaning 2. To matter, to have value or importance. Used when something makes a difference or should be taken seriously. Example: every small act of courage counts during a storm. Common use: every second counts, it counts, count for something. Every second counts. Meaning 3. An official total, item or charge in a formal or legal sense, used for one numbered part in a report, accusation, or structured record. Example: the report listed 3 counts of safety failure at the dock. Common use: on one count, several counts, count of error. Count 1 noted. Count is a very flexible word. It often means finding a number, but it also very commonly means having importance or making a difference. In formal settings, it can mean one numbered item in a report or one official charge in legal language. Measure both number and meaning, Captain. Carry count for the act of finding the total, for the moments and actions that truly matter, and for the numbered point that stands clearly in an official record as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this decision and consequence island, tell me, what does commit make you feel when it means to devote yourself fully to something, to do an action formally or seriously, and to carry out a wrong or harmful act? Meaning 1. To devote yourself fully to something. Used when someone gives time, energy, loyalty, or effort to a goal, plan, or person. Example: she committed herself to learning the sea routes by heart. Common use: commit to a goal, commit fully, commit yourself to learning. Commit to the route. Meaning 2. To do an action formally, seriously, or with clear intention. Used when someone makes a promise, places resources, or takes a serious step. Example: the council committed more supplies to the storm rescue plan. Common use: commit resources, commit to a promise, commit the team. Commit the supplies. Meaning 3. To carry out a wrong, harmful, or illegal act. Used when someone does something morally wrong, dangerous, or against the rules. Example: the report said that someone had committed a serious safety violation at the dock. Common use: commit a crime, commit a mistake, commit an offense. Commit no violation. Commit is a powerful verb because it often suggests seriousness, intention, and consequence. It can describe positive dedication, formal action, or harmful wrongdoing depending on the context. The surrounding words are very important here. Choose your direction with full weight, Captain. Carry commit for the dedication that ties effort to purpose, for the serious action that puts plans into motion, and for the warning that some acts carry heavy consequences once they are done as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this belonging and duty island, tell me, what does citizen make you feel when it means a legal member of a country, a person who belongs to a town or community, and someone who takes part responsibly in public life? Meaning 1. A legal member of a country. Used for a person who officially belongs to a nation and has the rights and duties of that country. Example: every citizen had the right to hear the council's decision. Common use: citizen of a country, foreign citizen, citizen rights. Citizen rights. Meaning 2. A person who belongs to a town, city, or community. used more generally for someone who is part of a place and its daily life. Example: each citizen of the island joined the harbor cleanup after the storm. Common use: local citizen, city citizen, respected citizen. Citizen of the island. Meaning 3. A person who takes part responsibly in public life. Used for someone who acts with care, responsibility, and concern for the good of others. Example: a good citizen helps protect the safety of the whole harbor. Common use: good citizen, responsible citizen, active citizen. Good Citizen Act. Citizen most commonly means a legal member of a country, but it can also describe a person who belongs to a city, town, or local community. In a wider moral sense, it often refers to someone who acts responsibly in public life and thinks about the good of others. Belong with responsibility, Captain. Carry citizen for the person officially joined to a nation, for the member of a shared local place, and for the active public spirit that helps protect and strengthen the wider community as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this strength and potential island, tell me, what does capability make you feel when it means the ability to do something, the power or quality of a machine or system, and the full potential a person or group can develop and use? Meaning 1, the ability to do something, used for the skill, strength, or mental power needed to perform an action. Example: her capability in navigation kept the crew calm in difficult waters. Common use: capability to lead, learning capability, human capability. Capability to lead. Meaning 2. The power, function, or performance level of a machine, tool, or system. Used for what a device, engine, program, or structure is able to do. Example: the new radio system had the capability to reach every boat in the bay. Common use: technical capability, system capability, full capability. System capability. Meaning 3. The full potential that a person, team, or group can develop and use. Used for the broader possibility of what someone could become or achieve. Example: the young crew had the capability to become an excellent rescue team. Common use: develop capability, show capability, hidden capability. Hidden capability. Capability is closely related to capable, but it focuses more on the ability or potential itself. It can describe a person's skill, a system's power, or the larger possibility that may grow with training and experience. Trust both present strength and future potential, Captain. Carry capability for the ability that handles the task, for the power built into tools and systems, and for the deeper possibility waiting to grow into something greater as we sail to the next island.